Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello everyone to another episode of Sharing the Scoop, and today I have with me is Rohan. So hi Rohan, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good, I'm good. So Rohan, can you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Okay, sure. Hi, my name is Rohan. I am a Mumbaiker all my life. I did my graduation in management studies with specialization in human resources. I do have some exposure as internships and full-time exposure in HR, where I did end-to-end recruitments, performance mapping, entry exit formalities, etc. And then I gave my entrances, and now I'm currently with V School Mumbai, and I'm pursuing their core PGDM program, and I'm planning to do in human resources as my specialization.
Amazing. So Rohan, can you tell us about the challenges that you had faced so far in your journey and how you used to prepare for all these things?
Okay, sure. So I was not quite sure about my decision to pursue MBA till my graduation. So I was looking for other opportunities, and then it was somewhere that I had started late as compared to the other students who started from the second year of their undergrad for the preparations, entrances, etc. So that was one question that I had always had, and it was asked into my interview that why is the gap there in your profile, and I had to justify that. So that was one of the challenge that I faced preparing for various different entrances. Like for CMAT, the preparations were different, CET were different. You have to change your mentality in like a 15-day gap if you're appearing for NMAT, SNAP. So I have also appeared tests. So these are the various exams that you have to keep in mind. You have to prepare for them separately. You have to plan the study. So sometimes due to your schedule, the during the festivities and everything, your schedule changes. So all those things had to be taken into consideration. So many a times I forgot my assignments or I was not able to complete them. So those were the issues I faced during the preparations. For the GD, again, the preparations had to be different. You had to up your game to go into the better colleges, and you have to look into the current affairs that you have to remember also and relate to. So if you have the work ex, you have to relate them at that. If this situation happened, what would be your take in it and how you'll go about it. So those are the things that I think I faced major challenges.
Okay, and you said that you had some experience as far as some internships and some formal work experience also goes. Preparing for all these exams along with all these other commitments, how you used to manage your studies at that time?
Okay. The first thing that my professors told me very clearly that you have to appear for mock. So whether you have prepared for your exams or not, you have to start giving your mocks early to get that mentality and that you have to appear questions on that particular time frame. So that is how I started in my preparations, and that also helped me to measure and time myself that I need more time in these concepts and I can take these concepts quickly and I can move ahead. So I started my preparations like that. I completed my assignments, revised them, did additional mocks, and taking care of the mistakes that I did. So initially, like everybody, I also have a weak point in quants. So I started with that time, speed, distance. Then I went up, and then the other difficult concepts. So that is how I tried to do it. And for verbal and those, I started with the difficult one, like reading comprehensions to get that reading habit in, and then the other concepts to practice.
Okay. And can you tell us a little more about your internship and the formal work experience that you had? What kind of profile that you had there, and how that helped you, in your GDPI?
Yeah, sure. So I did an internship during my undergrad that was into end-to-end recruitment with a consultancy. It was an international consultant organization, and they had big BFSI clients. So I did for their mid to senior recruitment. So I got how the Naukri works and all those things. Then I did a 6 months full-time job with another consulting firm as a recruiter, where I recruited for various industries, manufacturing, services, etc. for various roles as well. So I started learning about the HR domain. What are the things that are there? What are the things I need to learn before entering into the MBA? And coming to the questions that were asked and how it helped me. So definitely it had helped me. So my profile was much clearer in terms of against a fresh graduate who is still looking out for the options. So I had decided that I will go into HR and I have some exposure that will take me into the HR. And the deciding factor for me was when I did the internship with the Times Network as an HR intern, where I handled 3 channels for the recruitment and overall handling. So that also helped me to show something which had more credibility. So not having so in the point score it didn't matter because it was the exposure was less than 1 year, but it still had an impact on them because I do have something as compared to some other candidate. So that it had helped me to get my admissions into the VC.
Okay, okay. And HR being very niche field, honestly, very rare people, pursue that as their first choice. What was your
Yes.
thought process behind selecting HR?
Okay, so giving us a small backstory, I did try actuarial science, where I looked into the finance and how the insurance industry works. So after doing that, I made myself my choices more clearer that I'm not a numbers person but a people's person. That I would like to talk to a person who I do not know in terms of recruitment rather than watching some screen and thousands of number on there. So that's how I took one decision that I would like to try this field out, and then the internships and the exposure, full-time exposure, helped me to take the final call that I will do the masters in the same field, and I would make a career out of it.
Okay, okay. And apart from Wellinger, what are the other calls that you had?
So I had initially I did give NMAT, but I did not clear for the Mumbai campus. So I had a few other campuses calls. I had MET Chetna, and I applied for very selective colleges because I wanted to do HR and into the good with good faculties and everything. So my choices were quite limited, and then I did not clear tests for some cutoff, so I did fail that. So I had these 3 4 colleges that I wanted to get in, and then V School was the first choice that I had.
Okay, okay. And can you give us a little more differentiation in terms of the second stage preparation about all these colleges, and can you compare it with Wellinger, how it was different there?
Sure. So in terms of second stage preparation, I started with early on, just after my entrances. So those were the period like from mid November, where I started to make my answers what I want to add into the for the final draft. So it had stages. So first we had why we want to do MBA. So I had to clear those pre questions out. So our professors gave us a form that helped us to make those choices. So few people did not have that clear idea of why finance, why HR. So that also helped us to frame our answer, make it more crisp, and it to up to the mark that they expect from us. So started from there, then we had mock PIs, mock GDs, where we discussed on various topics, GST, FDI, etc., to get that confidence in and to understand the different roles that people play in a GD. So it might happen that you are with 2 dominators, and then you have to get your place into the your call and your voice into the GD. Otherwise, you will be thrown out immediately because you if you do not have that confidence to speak against those people, then it doesn't matter to them if even if you have good points. So that practice came in, and that also helped during the V School GD. So our topic, I don't clearly remember the topic, but it was more related to a political general domain. So it was on the military that they had included females into their. An official circular was made as an act or an amendment that females would also be increased in number in the military. So that also had a bigger point of view that they had asked us. So we had to discuss on that, and few people were, in the for and against. So there were people who gave good pointers and again against, and then there was someone like me who had some gender neutral points. So I was in the positives and the negatives. So I did stand out separately because I had my clear pointers and I did give more into the positives, but I had a few in negatives as well. So that's how I cleared my GD. And for the PI, in terms of they had an in detailed interview with me for more than 20 minutes, where they had grilled me on everything that I did. So starting from my graduation, which were my favorite subjects, to what did I do in HR and why HR in future. So they take a whole point of view of me, and then they also ask my favorite books. So after asking so many questions, I did not expect to have such a question thrown at me. So I had to again get that mentality in that any question can come in any order. So that is the preparation that you have to do to get into these colleges.
Okay, okay. And can you tell us a little more about Wellinkers? I mean, can you give us more insights about Wellinkers? That why you had to select this particular college to pursue your MBA?
Okay, sure. I like V School in terms for the initiatives that they make us do. So it is not the just that you have to sit for lectures and get your studies in. It is how you apply those subjects into real life. So we studied in the trimester one what is marketing, and now we are learning how to apply those concepts in the real world. So being an I planning to go into HR, I still have to learn why marketing is important and what are those concepts. So it doesn't matter to them if whatever field you are going into. So you have to be a complete manager when you leave the beach. So they grill you accordingly, and they also give you the mindset that you have to get to become a good manager. The faculty also supports you in such a way that you have to become the better version of yourself. With the initiatives that they have taken, you definitely have a scope to grow if you have the dedication to give it. So
Okay,
that is why my choice was peace.
okay. Any closing comments, Rohan, for the students who are preparing this year for their MBA entrances? Since you have already crossed the journey, you have already crossed the difficult part, and you are on the other side now.
Sure. So the one thing that I'll definitely give is to prepare yourself differently for the GDs and PIs, because this year it would be on a complete different level than what we had. So even the professors and the panelists will ask you that why what you have done in the 2020 and why it is so important that you have done that. So such questions would be asked because there are many things that they cannot ask you now, and there are many things that they want to ask you now due to the digital change that has happened. So you have to prepare for the digital GDs, the digital PI, virtual GD, virtual PIs. So virtual GDs would have connection issues. You have to get that thinking in that if I have missed something, what would be those pointers, and can I should I omit that from my answers, or should I add or not? So that you have to do because it is a complete different ball game, I think, right now.
Okay, okay. So, Rohan, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful talking you, and all the very best for all your future endeavors. And thank you
Yeah.
for giving us your time.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.